Hi, good afternoon, class. My name is Joanna Marquez, and I am currently a senior at Cal Baptist University, and today we will be going over our presentation, Presenting to Win. Let's go ahead and get started. So a little bit of background information. Once again, our text, Presenting to Win, author and writer Jerry Wiseman is a well-known corporate presentation coach for over the past 30 years. He's worked with many clients, a few that we may be familiar with, maybe Microsoft, Netflix, and eBay, and he's worked with plenty more. He has educated himself. He's received degrees at New York University and Stanford University. A little bit about the text, Presenting to Win. Presenting to Win is the #1 book of presentations. This book is known for the art of telling your story. This book was released in 2008. This book gives the readers lessons on the preparation of performing an effective presentation. This book also teaches a person how to conduct and connect with appropriate and specific audiences. What is in it for you? WIFI. This acronym is used to engage your audience to the subject of your topic. This allows them to find interest and to know the benefits that the presentation has to offer. This acronym is not just seen as a question, but that you care for your audience's needs and concerns. If you show your audience the investment of your topic, they will be more eager to apply what you're presenting. Finally, some key phrases would be, what does this mean to you? Who cares? This is important to you because. Okay, audience advocacy, feature versus benefit. A feature is what something is, a benefit is what something does. Feature is a fact or quality you or your company, the product you sell, or the idea you are advocating. A statement about a product or service as to what it does or can do. A benefit is how that fact or quality will help your audience, showing the end result of what the product or service can accomplish for the buyer or user. So as you can see, I've presented a picture here of a light bulb, one that is just the bulb and one that is lit. So as you can see, the feature itself is the light bulb. The benefit is the electricity. So turning on the switch would be benefiting you with light. Okay. Another concept we have addressed is knowing your audience. Presenters must know who they are presenting to. This will ensure the quality of their presentation. For presenting to the fitted appropriate audience, your presentation will demonstrate maturity and consideration for your listeners. Wiseman suggests polling to get to know your audience. And asking a few questions will help you lay out your audience. So in asking a few questions of what you are willing to address within your presentation will allow you to really choose the appropriate topic and concepts to address within your presentation to the appropriate audience. Okay, grasping your audience's attention. 7 ways to capture the audience's attention would be through question, factoid, retro introspective, anecdote, quotation, aphorisms, and analogy. A question can be used also as an opening gambit. It invokes an immediate response, breaks down barriers, and gets the audience thinking about what you are asking and how it can apply to them. A factoid is a striking statistic, a little known fact. Retro introspective is our third gambit. It takes the audience's focus to either look backwards in time or look forward in time. As our fourth one, anecdote. An anecdote is a short story that grasps the human interest and should be related to your point B. A quotation is some type of endorsement about your business, company, pulled from a respected source, so something that can be cited. An aphorism is some type of familiar saying. Some that may be familiar to you is seeing is believing, easier said than done, and the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Those may be familiar to you. An analogy, our final attention grasper or opening gambit, is a comparison between two unrelated items. So how does this apply to my life, or how can this be applied to your life? In my education and career currently, the tools and tactics from our text presenting to win have been more useful now than they have ever before. Now with COVID-19 and the situation we are living in, everything has gone virtual, meaning via Zoom or even FaceTime. For me currently, I am a child care teacher the at Placentia Yorba Linda School District, and things have completely changed. Yes, being a child care teacher, we have been open and we have had students via Zoom, and as you can see in the picture, just as that little young lady is with her hand up, they have the shield covering them, and yes, it's definitely been very different these past few days. So, a little biblical perspective. I presented a photo with a verse, Exodus 23:12. 6 days do your work, but on the seventh day do not work, so that your ox and your donkeys may rest, and the slave born in your household, and the alien as well, may be refreshed. So, what this biblical verse meant to me was that on that seventh day, that Sabbath day, we must rest and really dwell on the Lord. We are six. The Lord provides us with 6 days of work, but although through those 6 days of work, we must not lose our faith or our perspective on what is really important, which is our Lord Jesus Christ. And as a Christian, we must serve Him all the days of our lives, and not one day is different from the others. But Sabbath is a day that we must rest and really dwell on what the Lord has provided for us. So as we conclude this presentation, um, ultimately the text presenting to win is a great book for anyone to read that is conducting a presentation. It provides great insight, tips, facts, and suggestions on what you should do and how you should present your presentation. And it is a highly recommended book to any individual, whether that be an individual that may conduct many presentations, or just somebody that would like more insight on how to present. This has definitely opened up my mind and my concept of how a presentation should be done. And I think this would be a great book for any individual. Thank you so much for listening in. I hope you guys all have a great evening. Have a good one. Bye bye.